The thought brought butterflies to my stomach and a smile to my cheeks. I reached the shed and pulled up the latch holding it together. Idlissy lingered behind, ready to run to the woods should someone approach. When I moved a rake and shovel, my prize smiled at me. Scarecrow. He was old, his shirt tearing at the shoulders, the buttons long since pulled free for other mending. But he was large and awful and perfect. "Help me," I whispered, and Idlissy slunk around the shed, shaking with nerves. She grabbed one of the Scarecrow's straight arms, and I took the other. Together, we heaved the thing free. No time to return the tools or close the shed. Farmer May would soon be out. Such was part of my plan. Stifling a laugh, I pushed Idlissy back toward the house, both of us crouching as we dragged the Scarecrow past the kitchen window and around to the front of the house. I hurried up the 2 wooden steps leading to the small porch, and Idlissy, who had refused to remove her shoes, clunked behind me. I shushed her again, pushing her and the Scarecrow toward the gap in the floorboards of the porch. I'd noticed the gap when I came for butter yesterday, which was how I'd gotten this idea. The hole was just the right size for a Scarecrow stump. It took more effort than I would have liked to secure the thing. Someone moved inside, and Idlissy squeaked and dropped her side of the Scarecrow, leaving me to finish the task while she bolted for that copse of trees. But I got the stump planted, swallowed a fit of laughter, knocked on the door, and fled after her, sprinting on my toes to reach the copse before anyone could open the door. I dived into the trees before I was seen, but not in time to turn around and see Farmer May's face. I only heard her scream. Giggles burst from my throat, and I doubled over, forehead against the young spring grass, laughing. "Oh, what a horrible thing we've done!" Idlissy cried. Farmer May's voice tore through the morning air. "I know it was you, Wendens! Get back here!" Idlissy looked ready to sick up. "I told you!" Then, "Son, save us! She's coming this way!" Still laughing, I grabbed my sister's hand and dragged her through the trees, into the greater forest, dancing across familiar trails and raised tree roots. She barked at me to slow down, but I didn't. The trick to the forest was this. So long as you could see the spire of the cathedral, you would never get lost. So I kept the copper point in my peripheral vision, angling closer if ever it dipped beneath the canopy, dragging my sister all the way. Like most towns in Helcanar, our greatest attraction was the cathedral on the northeast side of town. It was circular in shape, as celestial things are, with a lily garden at its center and a bright copper spire above its southwest doors. It was built before my time and would surely last beyond it, structured by dedicated, faithful, and forgotten hands. My great-great-grandfather was said to be the one who crafted the stained glass. I paid little attention to it. When one grows up so close to beauty, it is easy to dismiss. Fortunately, my soon-to-be cottage was close by, so we darted from the trees to its finished walls. Khan sat on a joist of the roof, working thatch into place. He looked up as we darted inside. A small smile tugged up the side of his mouth. "Ah, Ceris, what have you done now?" I beamed at him, his attention warmer than the sun's own light. "Nothing terrible." Farmer May shouted again, far more distant. Khan frowned. "Nothing terrible." I pulled the knot from my muddy dress and twirled, letting the skirt fan out. "Only propped up Farmer May's Scarecrow by her front door. We hardly moved it." Khan chuckled, but Idlissy was biting off the tip of her thumbnail as though terrified Farmer May might run us through with a shovel. Hands behind my back, I peered up at Khan. "And how are you today?" "Better than you're going to be." His focus returned to the thatch. I shrugged. Mother hardly cares what I do. It was true, or at least it was true now. She'd been distant all of my adolescence, ever since my betrothal was secured. Simply put, she considered me someone else's problem. I often felt like a cow whose milk...